Alright, hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy A1 Solution, or you can call me Anthony. We are going to be going over Elon Musk tweets here, and we're just going to be just browsing through it, see what's going on, see what they're talking about, and I might even look at some Joe Rogan tweets too as well. So, if you're stopping by this video, make sure you like the video, comment down below your thoughts on Elon Musk or Joe Rogan, all that stuff. The one thing I remember is they tried to kind of go after Joe Rogan, but he kind of just like stayed silent and was like, dude, like, I just make podcasts and I bring people on and I learn more stuff from them and stuff. That's just so funny to me, you know what I mean? But anyways, though, regardless of that, we're going to start recording now in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Anthony, start the video now here. Okay, so yeah, Joe Rogan says X is the most trusted source on the news. True. Let's see what he says here. Let's see. Let's go like this. Let's go like this.
Trusted because it's the only one that's not fucked with.
Yeah.
Yep. So even if someone's incorrect, the community notes will correct them.
Exactly.
The community notes are rock solid. It's a great way
Right.
to find out what's real and what's not real.
That's what I'm
you look
saying.
in the comments and you see people debating it. And it's happening in real time.
That's why I like X.
It's happening whenever something breaks. And it's way better than what you're going to get in corporate controlled media. It's way better.
Elon Musk
way better, way better.
At least as important as Trump winning election again, maybe more. Maybe the most important thing about Trump winning might be that he's able to stop them from coming after Elon Musk.
Well, that's a big factor, but I also think that Elon Musk buying Twitter, if that doesn't happen, I don't think Trump wins the way he wins.
I agree.
100%.
I think it's real tight. I think if
Super
he
tight.
does win, it's barely. Okay, let's take podcasts out. He doesn't win at all.
You know.
Yeah, and the one thing is Joe Rogan was talking about how Elon Musk was not talking about, like, you know, the UFO stuff, the UAP, the drones and all that stuff. He was like, because some people are saying that the drones and stuff like that are like SpaceX, and I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of stuff on that, man. A lot of stuff on the drones. Everyone's talking about the drones right now. Elon Musk says 149 attacks with explosives in Sweden. Oh yeah, someone drove through a crowd of people. There were a record 149 confirmed. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of explosives. What the F is this German press saying? Most people in Europe will still think the legacy press is real when it is pure propaganda. Please send them links to X so they know what's actually going on. This is percentage of Congress over the age of 70. Term limits when. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It just gets it starts soaring up, man, as soon as time goes on, you know what I mean? I wonder why that is. I wonder when the next president we see is a little younger, a little more after Trump. Yeah, that's also another thing too, is they were talking about shutting down the government, and people were for it. I'm not too political into this stuff, so I don't really know what that like all beholds, you know, when you shut down the government. So if anyone could, like, you know, comment down below, you know, give me a little information, help me out a little bit, let me understand, you know, with my 5th grade understanding of all this stuff. But you know, Tesla owners, my plan is to use the money to get humanity to Mars and preserve the light of consciousness. Maybe we should have some basic cognitive tests for elected officials. This is getting crazy. Just in missing Congress, Kay Granger, who hasn't been seen in 6 months, was found living in a dementia care facility. Oh, wow. Wait a second. Let me click that really quick. Wait, no, this has been community noted. Wait, hold on. Let me see this really quick. Let's see. Kay Granger attended a public ceremony in Washington, D.C. on November 19th. Multiple photographs confirm her presence. So that must not be true. So that's why I like X, man. Like, you always know if it's, like, true or not. Let's see this here. What's this here? Okay. This is like, Elon Musk. Okay, no, there's nothing there. I guess, yeah, it's just like Elon Musk. But there's a video where he has There's a video with a couple of rockets, man. I want to find it. Starlink now in Koso. If you believe superhuman AI will serve and obey us, you probably think that strippers like you. Oh god. Once again, New Jersey guide to aircraft identification. Drone. With props. Drone. Iran mothership. Oh wow. This is why any regime thinker who wants to be successful must communicate directly with the people. X is the #1 source on Earth. Tell your mom, dad, family. Now you can see how much the media and the government lie about what's going on in our country. Imagine how much they lie about what's going on in other countries. Let's see. I want to find that freaking video of the rockets. I might not be able to find it, but we'll see. Everything is just a Quarks and Lepton's remix. Once you've read the dictionary, every other book you read is just a remix. X is the most balanced platform. There's the stats there. Facebook, it's like 4350. Wow, that's interesting. Facebook is a little more Republican, huh? That's what it seems. TikTok is more blue. Instagram's more blue. Reddit's more blue. Interesting. Reddit's blue? Wow, that's an interesting one. Elon Musk is a LMFAO. Well, let's find out, shall we? Interesting. I want to find that rocket video, man. What's that? Is that Grok? Oh yeah, by the way, Grok is free. By the way, there is a limit though. You can only use it for a certain amount of time and a certain amount of hours. But you can use Grok. You can, ask it questions, ask it to, kind of like scan through something, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Like a thumbnail or something like that. Like if you posted like a thumbnail, it'll tell you about it a little bit. You know what I mean? Kind of interesting. I actually just checked it out today. I posted a Marvel Rivals gameplay, and I scanned my photo. It was like, you're playing Marvel Rivals, and it talks about you playing as Groot or something like that. Saudi Arabia warned the German authorities 3 times about murderous intentions. I want to find the freaking... See, there's the rocket there. That's crazy. Look at that rocket, man. I showed a video of the rocket going into it. It's so crazy. Dude, it's insane. It's crazy how the thing can just catch it. It's like a magnet, dude. It just like gets suctioned in just so perfectly. Also, by the way, there are astronauts stuck in space. I saw a photo of a girl, a lady, that was super skinny, and they were like, yo, are they starving out there, And someone said I had no idea what I was talking about people stuck in space, but there's actually people stuck in space, and I'm kind of worried for them. You know what I mean? And try Grok profile summaries. So I guess you could do a profile summary with Grok. That's kind of cool. Traditional political parties in Germany have utterly failed the people. Women convicted of offending migrant gang receives longer prison sentence. Oh wow. Yeah, the one thing I've learned about prisons, people that go to jail and stuff like that, and Joe Rogan was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, when people go to jails, like pedophiles and stuff like that, they get protected, because, when you go there, there's, I guess, bad things happen, more so, right? And they want them protected, and, the one thing, I don't know, this is interesting, because people want them to go to jail, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird. I'm sure there's a reason. I mean, it makes sense why it's a thing, you know what I mean? Because, people can get hurt, beat up, for what they do, liking kit, whatever, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. Diversity is pretty doable when you don't let in criminals. Elizabeth Warren repeats the lie that Elon Musk and all Republicans blocked the funding for child cancer research. Yeah, there's also something too, in Russia, there's apparently a cancer treatment, something to cure cancer or something like that. And also too, if anyone remembers the COVID-19 with Joe Rogan, him taking the horse dewormer or something like that, ivermectin or something like that, apparently, like take this with a grain of salt, not sure if it's true, this is for, just what my brain is thinking right now, and that is, the ivermectin is apparently a treatment for cancer, which is pretty crazy. And if that's true, that is pretty crazy. Old school journalism is dead. Citizen journalism is the future. It's by the people, for the people. It's absolutely fundamental that the people get exactly to decide the news and the narrative and the understanding of the truth too, as well. Put that in there too, as well. And I think Elon Musk actually said this. Here, let's play this right here. Let's play it. Let's play it right here.
I mean, I do think like
yeah.
that old school journalism. I call it the legacy media because it is kind of legacy.
See if I can pick it up right here.
Because it is from a time when, in order to learn any news,
I think it's in the back.
To aggregate the news to some central publication.
There we go.
And then some editor would decide what people should hear, and then they'd print the newspaper with like a lot of paper, literally.
Yeah.
And then distribute that paper, and that's how you learn things. But you obviously don't need that anymore. You've got the internet, so anyone can find anything.
You can find anything. We're our own journalists.
Yeah, that's why X is the future. It's citizen journalism.
He's gonna start getting music on this thing. Well, it's like a Spotify,
by the
bro.
people, for the people. That's what it's all about.
Dude, it's crazy though. Like it's so crazy because X it has jobs, it has community posts, it has AI generated things that can like summarize things. Like I even made a video. I made a video about AI. Like AI made a video for me, pretty much. It just like wrote me a story. You know what I mean? Like AI is going to improve. I'm thinking about the future and what's gonna happen in our future. It's gonna be very interesting seeing what we can see now, like Neuralink, right? You think of Neuralink, you know how people get stuff in their brain. So if anyone can get Neuralink, right, doesn't that mean that people that don't need it can still get it? So if it gets approved, like, hey, this is like safe, you know what I mean? Like, that's a little scary, man. Scary. And the one thing about Neuralink, I was seeing Joe Rogan talk about it, and the guy was like, or he was like, yeah, the guy like uses his eyeballs, so it's kind of like an aimbot, you know what I mean? You're able to like just see, like wherever you look. I talked about it before, but wherever you look, it's like, it's insane. It's literally the future. We're turning into cyborgs, bro. We're turning into like the Terminator, bro. It's insane. Canada has hope. New poll gives Paris supermajority with while Trudeau is in 4th place. Let's scroll through a little bit. Legacy media likes fiction, while Orwell feels like non-fiction, and X's are only escape from both. Like, see that I really like. You know, they say this again. I really do like X because it has community notes, and you just kind of just you just know what's going on. You know what I mean? And a lot of these news channels, like, you know, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, whatever's out there, right? Like, you know, I saw a montage of all these news sites saying the same words. You know what I mean? Joe Rogan, a lot of references to Joe Rogan here, like referring to Joe Rogan here. And he showed a montage of all these news sites saying the same exact words, same exact thing. And also the Kamala Harris too, like she had like all these like same speeches, you know what I mean? It's just super interesting. And it's scary. And having X and knowing what the truth is without a bias too, like, you know, Elon Musk is tweeting and he's getting fact checked. Like it's not even it's so unbiased and it's fair and it's not fake and it's not this like, you know, this kind of like narrative that, you know, they want to follow by, but it's what we want to follow by, and that's the truth. We want to know what's going on. We want to know who this, you know, Luigi Mangoni is. We want to know why the CEO in this whole situation is worse than a school, you know, I can't say it, I don't want to say it, the school shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like these things where kids get unalived, and it's like, how does it take this long to realize, like, weapons are bad? I get it. Like, I'm not going to say, you know, we need to, you know, take everyone's weapon, but, like, there's something going on, and how did this person get this weapon? How are they doing this? Like, how are we, you know, how's our government not knowing that these people are getting ghost guns or, you know, all these things? It's just, all of it's so interesting. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And all these drones, too, like, what's the truth? Like, there's so many different narratives, like, there's so many things going out there. I haven't seen news lately, because I've been kind of like hiding a little bit, kind of because of some stuff that happened in my recently. I'm sure if you see my pinned tweet or whatever, but I haven't been watching much news. So if anyone has any detail on the drones, hey, let me know. I've seen some people talk about it. I've seen some people. I've even talked about it actually. Drones got banned in New Jersey, so people can't be using drones. And Joe Rogan was actually talking about it. He was saying like, maybe people are like, dude, I have a theory. What if it's like the dark web or something like that? Or what if it's obviously maybe could be terrorism? Could be that too. It could be the government. Because there's definitely multiple like just answers, or not even just answers, but theories that could be possible. You know what I mean? And if it was a trend, like if it was like a TikTok trend, like hey everyone get your drones out and let's fly them out there, wouldn't we know about that? Wouldn't someone say, hey guys, chill out, it's just a trend? So it's obviously not a trend, so that needs to get excluded. We know there's a virus, a deadly virus that no one's talking about, which is so weird because everyone is so fascinated about these drones, but they don't realize that there's a deadly virus out there. And not only that, California is under state of emergency because of bird flu, right? So there's that too. And people are worried about the drones. Like, I'm more worried about the virus. I don't want a COVID 2.0, man. I don't want a COVID 2.0. That's what I'm more worried about. But everyone's because it's a big trend, man. Like, just look at all the people dropping, drone videos. All these people getting 90, 900. I mean, hey, I'm glad they're getting views, but at the same time, we're kind of worrying about the wrong thing. You know what I mean? But then again, I could be wrong. Because, the drones, we had the balloon, remember the floating balloon? They didn't want to shoot it down because, they didn't want it, they wanted it to be over the water or something. Or I don't know why, but they waited for a bit to wait until the water so they could shoot it in the water, something like that. But, like, I get it, though. Like, I get why people are, curious about it. But I think I'm more worried about the virus, to be honest with you. And not only that, Ronald Reagan... Ronald Reagan, I think that's his name, right? Reagan or something like that, right? I wasn't born then, so, and plus I'm not too much into politics, but didn't Ronald Reagan talk about UFOs and how, they're gonna like false flag it, like these these things in the sky, you know what I mean? And also the one thing too is I've seen like 20 UFOs or UAPs or drones. I've seen them, man. I've seen them in, for probably since high school, because I used to play basketball in high school. I don't know if people remember me talking about that, but long story short, I played basketball in high school, and before practice, or to practice, so like in the morning, we'd be up early, right? We'd be up at like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever, whenever practice starts, right? So I'd be up early. And, they say that these UAPs, these UFOs or drones, whatever, they fly at night, right? So that's why I see them at night. And the one thing is like, I'm not big, like, for a good couple of years, I was never big into, like, TikTok or, whenever that was a thing, Snapchat, YouTube, like, for a good bit, because, I was working, like, at a theater and all these other places, and, I was so distracted with a lot of things, just, like, I'd be on YouTube mostly just YouTube and movies and playing video games. And lately, these past, like, beginning, like, from high school for, like, a couple good years, and even before, too, but, it's just crazy that something that I thought I was crazy about, like, I thought I was, like, I'll tell you this right now, and probably no one's gonna believe me, and it sounds very, very, like, delusional, right? And I'll admit, it sounds delusional, it sounds kind of made up, right? And, some people will say whatever they want, whatever. But long story short, I saw a giant spacecraft in the clouds with my friend and my sister. Believe me or not, but I saw this thing so freaking big. Bro, this thing was huge. It was like a freaking Star Wars. It was nothing like we've seen. And I'm telling you one thing, man. When 3 people see it, like, how do you explain that? You know what I mean? How do 3 people see something? You know what I mean? And people can believe me or not, or whatever you want, you know what I mean? But I saw this giant freaking shit, bro. Some will say, oh, maybe it's the clouds. Well, I mean, this thing was kind of defined pretty well. It looked like a solid craft, you know what I mean? Like, it was, like, in the clouds, bro. craziest thing I've ever seen. And then I've seen, you know, like what we see nowadays, those orbs, you know, like the ones where they go, and the ones that like sit. I've seen that so many times because I live near bases, like military bases and stuff like that. So I've seen that. You know what I mean? But I also saw a Joe Rogan podcast, and the dude, he was like a ex-Navy SEAL or something like that. He said that there's no new. You know, I talked about it in one of my videos in my pinned comments to fact check that. I've already fact checked it, but just in case people missed it or saw that and thought I was wrong, they're like, no, that's not true. Well, I made sure that's true. If I like I always say, man, if I mess up and I say something and it gets fact checked, I'll make sure to bring it up. Also, I need to look into the monkey stuff too. So if you watch till the end, I'm gonna see if I find anything. I'm gonna screenshot something at the end, just to maybe finish that, or I might tweet it out or whatever, or post it, whatever. Just a quick post, because there's only like one monkey missing still. I know some people probably forgot about that. Freedom of speech is the bedrock of democracy. Joe Rogan said, Elon Musk said, if you don't have freedom of speech, people cannot make an informed vote if they're just being fed propaganda. If there's no freedom of speech, democracy is an illusion. So freedom of speech is the bedrock of democracy. So pretty much if we lose the First Amendment, we lose everything. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech is what we kind of need. And, you know, censorship is a big issue. Super big issue, because when you're talking about certain important things, you know what I mean, and you're trying to make that aware, and that doesn't get out there, like, you know, algorithm wise, you know, getting hidden, all that stuff, like, that's an issue. And that's one thing why I like X, is if it's true, if it's actual, you know, information, it's gonna get pushed out there. People are gonna look at it, people are gonna share it, people are gonna spread it, you know what I mean? And oops, shit. It's gonna get out there though. It's gonna get out there. Let's keep going here. It is insane to even post that Saudi Arabia previously requested multiple times to extradite the perpetrator of Germany car attack. Okay. And German authorities in Europe ignored them. Constantine Kisin shuts down a group of triggered leftists who can't accept that Britain ended the slave trade and their ancestors. Okay, reason slavery. Dude, that is also so crazy. So we as people convinced to do slavery. We convinced to do slavery. And we also convinced people to wear a bunch of suits. Do you remember that? Do you ever see like footage on YouTube and you see a bunch of I've talked about this before, but there's people in suits. How did we convince that? So that just shows me that that's why I'm worried, because with all this AI stuff, like, we're just gonna get convinced. We're just gonna take it. We're just gonna go with the trend. You know what I mean? Think about that for a second. We followed slavery. We followed, like even before that, even all these other things before that, we followed a lot of crap, man. We followed slavery, and we also followed, wearing suits. And you want to know what else we followed? We followed, a lot of these taxes and all these other things. And we just follow trends, bro. Like, we had so much trust in the government, and I feel like it's just, we're getting slapped in the face. You know what I mean? We're paying people that are crossing the border more than, us. But that's going to change, hopefully, when Trump gets into office. They're even saying that if there is a government shutdown, like, they're saying that Trump can't become president or something like that, which I don't know. I'm not a political person. Let me know down below if that's true or not. I don't know. Kind of scary. Someone said, I strongly recommend everyone to create/join and contribute to X towards. Yeah, you know what? Someone should just, like, gift me. Can someone gift me on X, dude? I mean, I keep tweeting out, like, yo, can someone send me a little Christmas gift for X or something like that? Nothing. No one. Everyone's all like, I got money. Yo, send me a freaking gift. I said it nicely, though. I'm just like, yo, send me a gift, a little heart. You know what I mean? Because I just want to try it out. I want to see, like, if there's a difference, and I don't know. I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to get gifted to it for it. You know what I mean? Elon said, we will soon add a Grok enhanced tool to post composition composition. Sorry, I'm doing that funny. After improving, ranging from better grammar and fixing typos. Oh, I'm gonna need. Can we get that for voicing stuff too? Like when I talk. Yo, imagine that, a real life grammar fixer for when I speak. So when I speak, it will just kind of like Neuralink. Neuralink's it, man. Just put Neuralink in my brain. I'll be speaking sentences straight to the border. I'll be speaking spash. Judge slams Israeli spyware firm over WhatsApp spyware lawsuit. A federal judge sanctioned Israeli spyware firm NSO Group for dodging court orders in WhatsApp lawsuit over Pegasus. The spyware was allegedly hacked 1,400 phones. You know, speaking of phones, I want to know if anyone's watching this video that has an iPhone or an Android, or if you have both of them. That helps me even more. I want to know something. Does your iPhone ever freak out? Like, you know, if you like for instance, for example, like if you have an iPhone for a long time, does it ever just like start glitching? Like, you know, you're like scrolling or you're typing and it becomes slower. You know what I mean? I want to know because is my Androids, like my Android phones, like they tend to do that. Like I have a phone for like a year or whatever, it's good, and then all of a sudden one day it just stops working like as it was when it first was here, you know, when I first got it, you know what I mean? And I get that, you know, wear and tear, you know, like in time, you know, it just, the phone gets older, all that stuff. But I want to know, like, what's the best phone to get? Like not like the most expensive phone, but like, you know, a relatively you know, reasonable price. Like, what's a phone that like lasts long, doesn't like, you know, go to crap like a year later? And I've had like multiple different phones, like different prices too, like a 50, and then like there was like a around one. This one's around like 80, has a lot of gigabytes on it and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. Like I just feel like a lot of my Android phones seem, because that's the only brand I've mostly had, right? And I've never had an iPhone, so I don't know if like iPhones are like better. The only thing about iPhones, it's, you know, it's weird. I don't know. Like iPhones, like the whole iMessage stuff. I don't know. But just let me know down below. Are iPhones better than Androids, or are Androids better than iPhones? Vice versa. Did you know that the X web interface now has a Grok button that can generate images for your posts? Once you hit the button, it displays your most recently generated photos. You can make a new one. Awesome. Oh yeah, here it is. We're gonna play this here. This is sick, dude. This is crazy. Yo, look at this. This is exactly what I did, bro. I kind of in a thumbnail, I did like, you know, two different, kind of, somewhat. And I really do think Elon Musk saw it or something. He was like, "Hey, well, that's cool." But here we go. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna listen to this. Actually, I might have to use my I'm just gonna use screen recorder. But look at that, dude. That's so crazy. Bro, that's insane. Oh my god, dude, that's so crazy. Imagine that, dude, going off to the moon. Like, see you later, guys. We're going off to the moon now. Bye. See you later. Access to high-speed internet. I really wonder, man. Will they ever make air, like pay for air? You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone remembers that, but we used to mess around, like, yo, like, what if they start charging us to breathe? You know what I mean? I feel like there's a certain extent to that when you go to, like, the hospital, right? Don't they pay you for, you know, taking air, like oxygen or whatever? Because obviously you got to get billed somehow, right? So in a way, you do get paid to breathe and live. That's why I don't like, you know, hospitals, and the fact that, you know, if you're hurt, you know, you kind of get screwed. You know what I mean? For instance, like my uncle had a leg issue, but he couldn't get it like fixed because he didn't have insurance. You know, like, even if he did, it's just, you still get screwed in a way. You're like, why am I paying for this just to be better? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, when you want someone to be better, you want them to, like, you know, not have to suffer, you know, after. And that's what I feel like. I feel like, you know, some people don't have insurance and they suffer before because maybe they can't do it, or maybe after, and they don't have a lot of money, and they got to do like payments or something. I don't know how that works, but I'll tell you one thing. I really do wish our healthcare system, our whatever health insurance, whatever, all that stuff, like it needs to be better. Even our car insurance, you know what I mean? Our house insurance, whatever, like it needs to be better. Like, when you get hurt, and it's not your fault, like why do you have to get screwed over for that? You know what I mean? Even taxes too, like we pay all these taxes, and some things don't change, and we're paying taxes and we're sending money to Ukraine. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. And some people forget about this, and I talked about this in a video, but we sent money to Hawaii. You want to know how much money people got paid? $700 per person or something like that for like a month or a couple months, however long it was. It's still not enough. And then we sent like 64 something like that, a bunch of money. We sent billions of dollars to Ukraine, apparently accidentally or something like that, if you remember that. But Joe Rogan was talking about this, that if we spent that money on Hawaii, we could have built every single house, school, all the buildings and all that stuff, rebuilt it, and had a billion with a B as in boy. We would have $1 billion left over. Think about that. But we spend it to Ukraine for war, for just crap. You know what I mean? Insane. The speaker did a good job here. Let's see. I want to see Joe Rogan. Let's go to Joe Rogan's Twitter really quick before we dip, because he doesn't post that much, as much as Elon does. Let's go to Joe Rogan here. Joe Rogan. And yeah, hopefully everyone's having a great day too as well. Yeah, man. I posted 2 gaming gameplays, so if you want to go check those out, you can. They are Groot. I had to fix the thumbnail because I accidentally put Grok because of Twitter. It spell checks it, so it's like, okay, you meant to say Grok, so you just, yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, okay, so he hasn't really posted much recently. But he did go over the dude, the CEO of drone of a drone manufacturing company that has government contracts, gives interesting take on what's happening. So yeah, there's a bunch of people saying, it could be like radioactive stuff. It could be, maybe the government, doing their thing. There's so many things to it. They're saying that it could be, people messing with them. It could be, some people are saying that it could be predictive programming for the future, because some people are getting down into like The Simpsons and Family Guy, and there's more predictions out there, because there was one with like Trump, and then the background's like 2025 or something. It's just so scary, bro. I like some probably think this is crazy, but I do feel like there's time travel, bro. It makes sense, because you got to think about it. If you have time travel, you can't tell people, like, I don't know the rules, like what, like for instance, like if I said I'm a time traveler and I'm able to shift time, wouldn't that ruin the timeline and kind of like alter the timeline? So I can't do that legally, right? Or if I did, it'd be against the rules. But I don't know, because if we did have time travel, people would be abusing it, right? Wouldn't people abuse it if there was time travel? And I don't know. I feel like it's definitely possible, time travel, but maybe time travel, the thing we think of it, maybe time travel, maybe it's more like I teleport instead of time travel. Maybe time travel is not possible. Maybe going back in time or whatever. I don't know. Something I definitely think about all the time is time travel. But can you mess up a timeline though? Like, can you do that? Is like, would we even know though? Is that the Mandela effect that we're seeing, or is that just maybe them kind of censoring things, you know what I mean, hiding things, who knows. By the way, I watched the Wonka movie. I mean, it's alright. I kind of like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Not the Charlie, is it Charlie? Yeah, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. The first one is the Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and it's based off the book, right? And the first one's cool. I like it. It's good. It's a little slow though. It takes about like 45 minutes or so to get inside the factory. I gotta figure out how long it takes for them to get into the factory in the second one. Or I just call it the second one, but it's a remake, whatever you call it. Reimagine, whatever. I forget, but the third one, dude, too much musicals, dude. It's just like there's like musicals like every scene. It's like the Joker too. It's like, what are we doing? The Joker, the first, I've been hearing that the first Joker was really good, and then they ruined it with the music. Like, what do we? Like, I remember the movie ratings being so good, and then, like, think about that. Why would you have good ratings and then switch it up and do a musical? Like, just so backwards, you know? And even even Joey Diaz too. If anyone knows who Joey Diaz, you could see it there on the screen there. Joey Diaz, he warned people years ago about, you know, like let's click it a little bit. We're not gonna play the video like audio, but we're gonna has subtitles here. So what people didn't know is that Hudson County, New Jersey, northern New Jersey, is the #1 place in the county where we have the most UFO sightings. Really? Joe Rogan says, northern New Jersey. If you get a minute, please don't be rude, but closer to, like the line in New York City, and you look at the Hudson River. They say that people go to the balcony, they're drinking COVID on the phone, whatever, flying saucers, goodbye. And I know that for a fact that in 1976, little one, whatever the fuck, I know for a fact that in 1975, 1976, you could check me out on this. A UFO landed at Hudson County Park. I was a kid, and the next day the feds locked up the park with yellow tape. They had samples. Go look it up, dog. There's a UFO. There's a UFO. You see that? You see that? That. Yeah. So he's saying that there's people in this building here. You see it on the screen here, and people that stay in that building, they see stuff all the time. You know, because they're in that building at nighttime, all that stuff, and they just see stuff flying in the air, weird stuff, right? But here's the thing, though. If that's true, how come we don't see as many footage of that, like much footage? And Joe Rogan says that some dude he talked to said that they have, like, you know, better quality footage of these UAPs or whatever. But why don't we get shown those things? You know, if there's definitely, like, better quality footage and stuff like that, why haven't we seen any of that? This is what the kids call sus. Now, White House says the drones seen over New Jersey are lawfully operated manned aircraft. Interesting. So this is the 12th. So this is like 9 days ago. I want to believe it's Adderalled up incels holed up in a basement, fucking with the fan more. See, that's what I was saying, dude. Like, maybe like people messing around. You know what I mean? But they confirmed it though, right here, right? They said the scene over are lawfully operated manned aircraft. So, does that mean that it's their aircraft, or is someone has a license for these aircrafts and they're just kind of messing with people? But if they were messing with people, like, I wonder, because you know the Luigi Mangoni thing. You know how his phone had the cell phone blocker where people can lose his like trace and whatever. I wonder if the same thing's happening here with the UFOs and all that stuff. And also, by the way, there was another CEO assassin thing going on, and people are saying, is there like a trend going on? Like, people are calling Luigi Mangoni like a hero. Like, this guy's like a hero to some people, which is so crazy to me. Like, someone who, like, I'll tell you one thing, man. I agree with what his thoughts were about healthcare, how he got screwed. But I do not agree in any inch of my body to the way he approached it. I mean, for a person like him, if he's born in a wealthy family, like, and obviously his family, I think they were a part of it too. Like, I think they were, into this healthcare business. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But what I do know is I understand him, and I don't think the way he approached it was the right way. And if he was wealthy, if he did have all this money and all this stuff, why didn't anyone help him, or why didn't he, like, take it to court? Like, did he not have enough proof? Was it not good enough? I don't know. But I do reconciliate with that, kind of like connect with that, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I said that word right there. But SpaceX will now be officially in the city of Starbase, Texas. That's the dopest city name ever by a large margin. Yeah, so Joe Rogan hasn't really tweeted much. Let's look at my timeline really quick and just see what's kind of going on. The man who sprayed pesticide on produce and food in Walmart in Mesa, Arizona has now been arrested. Jen. Aw, Jen, look at Jen just tweeted the best streamer ever. Aw, she's so lovely. Sometimes I feel bad because when I stream, I don't have my streaming stuff on, or if I do, I don't look at it much. I feel so bad because she says hi sometimes, not always, but I don't do it on purpose. But oh man, I miss those days. She was the best. I'll be like, Jen, clip that. She's the best. I love you, Jen. Her birthday was a couple days ago, so. Any X-Defiant devs want to leak some sauce to keep the servers running? Let me know. Yeah, so X-Defiant, that's a game that I used to play. Some said it was the Call of Duty takeover, right? You know, taking over Call of Duty because X-Defiant's free to play. It's made by Ubisoft, right? And my prediction was right. Assassin's Creed was coming, man. I made a video on it, and you know, no one really cared about it. It has like less than 100 views, but I said Assassin's Creed's gotta come because it's gonna bring people back, and they waited way too long. They added this weird character that had like a grenade launcher or something like that. Like, I don't even know why they should have waited for that. Like, they should have gotten the best characters. And wanna know what the best character is? Assassin's Creed. Oh man, people love Assassin's Creed, bro. Altair, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3. You know, all that. What's the Black Flag, whatever, and freaking Origins, Odyssey, all that. Freaking Valhalla. Let's see. It's time to play Day of Streamer. They should have me on there, man. Let's see what's going on. Elon Musk calls for a cognitive test for elected officials. Yeah, we've seen that. But that's been fact-checked, though. She was seen in November. This is crazy. Hey, look at that! Woo! Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, riding on a red sleigh. Na, 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 na. Everywhere we go, hey. My investigation is exposed just exposed that 8 out of 5,000 energy employees show up on the average every day. There are more. This person said there are more. Wait, what did he say? There are more reindeer on Santa's sleigh than bureaucrats showing up. Oh wow. There's more reindeer. Yeah, so Germany's going through stuff. Let's see this breaking. CENTCOM reports a friendly fire incident over the sea where a U.S. Navy FA-18F Super Hornet from USS Harry S. Truman was accidentally shot down by a guided missile cruiser USS Gettysburg. Both pilots ejected were rescued, and one has minor. How does that happen? How do you have a friendly fire incident? Like, is that like normal? A rich man is called a sugar daddy. What is a poor man called? Huh. A rich man is called a sugar daddy, and a poor man is called a poor daddy? Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Joe Rogan is awesome. Thanks for creating a space. That was a cool stream. Podcast with Rod Blagovich. He was in jail for a long time, man. This dude was in jail. He was going through it all, bro. He was talking about his time, you know, his experience. Actually, yeah, this is the podcast where he talks about the jails and them being split up and stuff like that. Very, very crazy stuff, man. He was talking about how like pedophiles, they get put over there, gang members get put over there, these people get put over there because they've had, I guess, at the jail he was, or maybe it's a thing in every jail, but things happen and people get into fights. You know, a lot of just wars inside the jails. A suspect was shot and killed by a trooper after crashing a vehicle into a JCPenney, injuring several people. Police say the incident began as a chase, but ended at the mall. A new era in California. Now that Prop 36 passed, police have started to arrest and jail all shoplifters, regardless of how much they stole. There we go. That's how it should be. I mean, how do you... See, here's the thing. They go to jail... go for a couple days, whatever. I mean, they shouldn't be in jail for a year or whatever for stealing stuff. I mean, maybe it depends on what it is and what the intentions were. But I feel like if it's just like small things, I don't know. So like, obviously I care about people, but it's like, you know, why are they shoplifting? You know, that's something we need to know. Why are they shoplifting because they're poor? Are they shoplifting because they just are bored? They're starting a trend. And I really wonder, people shoplift probably because they're poor, because they don't have money, and I don't know, maybe they gone through some mental hardships or something like that. I don't know, but you know, that's definitely a good thing. I mean, hopefully they don't go to jail for a long time. That would, you know, Matt. I mean, there's like a 3-strike rule or something like that. You know, like if you get like 3 different strikes or something like that, you know, you can go to jail for a long time. You know, my dad told me a story about a guy who was on his strikes or whatever, and he stole a pack of cigarettes and went to jail for a long time because he got his 3rd strike for stealing a pack of cigarettes. Hot Wheels racing on a empty water slide. Ooh, let's look at this. Hot Wheels. Yo, Hot Wheels were the shit, man. Look at that. Yo, comment down below if you play with Hot Wheels, like, or Hot Wheels or Legos. Legos are still a thing too. People still do it. They still like making, you know, stuff with Legos. I've seen a couple of these things, you know, like Mario and Luigi, like, you know, the little playset. This is cool. This is like in a water park, right? I'm assuming. I think it's a water park. This is cool. Like, which one's gonna get to the end? You know what I mean? Wow, yeah, that's cool. Gonna end this video here in a second, though, but we're just gonna keep going a little bit. I don't know how big streamer thinks it's okay to put a small streamer creator on this with roast and salt. Okay, that's some creator drama. Buying power of $100 over 90 years. 1934 100, 1944 76, 50, 43, 27, 13, 9, 7, 4, 25. I don't know what that means, but okay. Real non-linear plasma orb. This is 100 GW 35 femtosecond 1K hertz laser producing a floating orb of plasma. The buzz you hear is 1K hertz frequency. This video is from 2009. The faster the pulse, the more energy produced. We have more powerful lasers now. Wow. Let's look at this really quick. Let's look at this. Wow, okay. So it's kind of like welding, right? Welders get paid pretty well, man. My friend told me he got paid like $70 to weld, like an hour. That's pretty good. I don't know how much it is now, but he built a crazy shelter so he could fish from it. That's not that crazy. Oh yeah, Tim Dillon was on JRE. Let's see what he said here. He says there's this family that yells in a Costco. That's their whole thing. The Costco family is a family of cretins from Florida who scream and yell, and they eat these cookies. They bring the broom. They bring the boom. I think they're demons, and it's an incantation. Incantation. I believe they're the physical reputation of entity called a Baal. Oh man. Yeah, you wanna know what's funny? If you watch my Corey Shearer videos and my Elton videos, in my second video, I believe I did the boom. Oh. Yeah, but that's cool though. I'm glad they're doing good. I saw the Rizzler make a Christmas song or something like that. I don't know those people though. I just see them on my feed. So that's about it, man. I mean, there's really nothing too crazy besides the drones, the virus, and also they're also saying don't travel to Mexico, by the way, too. So just a heads up. So I'm really hoping that YouTube pushes out this video, because we don't want people getting hurt, do we, YouTube? So please, YouTube needs to push out this push it to the algorithm, because people need to realize that going to Mexico is not the best thing to do. Let's see. Full circle. They have no idea. They didn't know they're living in the Matrix, and the Matrix is about to receive a major software update. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Voter fraud is real. You know, there's so much stuff. You know, this is gonna be like this is gonna be a series that I'm doing. We're just gonna just read stuff every few weeks or something like that. Or you know, I might just like bookmark a couple more things and just like read through it. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Nothing was planned. I just had some stuff happen a couple days. You know, I just been kind of just chilling. If you saw my pin tweet, like I said. You know, it's kind of just been chilling. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their holiday and stuff like that, having a good time. Hopefully you're staying safe, you know what I mean? Hopefully you're enjoying your family time, the movies you're watching. Yeah, man, just chilling. But usually these videos that I do, I have bookmarks and stuff like that. But this one was a little different. Let me know how you like it. Do you like it with, you know, just random where I'm just like reading stuff, or maybe the bookmarks, you know, just in case if anyone cares about that or whatnot. But yeah, super interesting. Just the Germany stuff's happening there, which this here. Howie Mandel tries to rewrite history on the COVID vaccine. Amelia gets schooled. There was no quarantine. The bars were closed for a few weeks in spring. I got a burp. Yeah. Why has communist China been allowed to purchase so much U.S. farmland next to 17 of our military bases? That's interesting. Yeah, why are there? I didn't know China can buy land in America like that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There was also something else too. Wasn't like Bill Gates buying a bunch of farmland too as well? Yeah, there's so much stuff, man. But I'm gonna be doing these kind of videos every single, you know, every single week, but usually I have them bookmarked. But like I said, I just, you know, I haven't had the time to, you know, look for things, and you know, I just wanted to kind of browse and see what's going on my feed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Go check out my other videos if you want to. I know they're gaming, so some probably are not a big fan of gaming, but yeah, if you check it out, cool. Hopefully you take care of yourselves, and thank you for stopping by to my video. Make sure you like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and let me know any of your thoughts down below on the drones, the virus, the Mexico stuff, anything I talked about, the SpaceX, the monkeys, all that stuff. Just let me know what's Gucci. So we've been here for about 52 minutes. 52 minutes in that one cut. Everything's gonna be straight through, and we're just gonna share it with you. And yeah. So we got for the day I'm making this video is Saturday, December 21st, and you're gonna see this video Sunday, December 22nd. And have a great day. Goodbye.